This is the city. 151 days into our 15 days to flatten the curve. You'll know how that works. Well, 15 days, 150 days. I mean, what's the difference there? A zero. And what's a zero? Nothing. We've decided to go with all of these great investigative journalists today and give you the stories that they've been working on that are shocking in a new segment we like to call...
Now, sir.
Thank you. Took us a minute to get to that, but really, no crap. That's true, huh? Who would have seen that one coming? For instance, Minneapolis and Milwaukee and Chicago have seen now major surges in homicides. New data shows that it looks like, for some reason, Milwaukee has seen a 120% increase in murders compared to the same time last year. I don't know what's causing it. Minneapolis, second highest spike, 114% increase in murders. New York is reporting the same thing. Now, they say that it may be caused by the city saying force the laws and they're going to defund the police. But they're not sure yet.
I can't believe what you're saying. Is this... I'm perplexed by this. How could this possibly... How could one lead to the other?
It would take someone like Sherlock Holmes to see this coming, wouldn't it?
It would.
I mean, who would have seen this coming?
Now,
God.
Sherlock.
Now, another one. This one's from California. Uber may shut down in California.
What? Why? How could?
Yes.
What would?
How could? What would? Well, Stu, I'm not saying this is connected, okay? Mm-hmm. But apparently, the new law in California that says you can't have any gigs, that you have full-time employee company. There's no independent contractors. And that's what, Uber's built on. Just people who say, you know what, I want to drive today. I've got another job, or I, want to work at my own hours and kind of be my own boss. You can't do that in California. And so it's destroying Uber in California. And they're saying now Uber may shut down in California.
You're kidding me. When I heard that law was going through, I thought it would just improve the life of workers. And now Uber's leaving the state? That is, wow.
Who would have seen that one coming? Really, honestly.
Sherlock.
Manhattan Manhattan retail chains are now fleeing to the suburbs.
No.
Apparently. Yeah. No,
Don't.
This is crazy.
Don't you say that.
Is Pat in there?
Pat has just walked in. He can't even believe some of this stuff.
Pat, isn't this not like being hit in the face with a shovel?
I'm speechless. I'm absolutely speechless.
Yeah. So in the prime real estate areas, all the stores that rely on having, international tourists and local tourists, they're all being closed. They say Madison Avenue is no longer what it used to be. People are, quote, fleeing the city in droves.
What?
Yeah.
No.
And apparently, this is also leading to the largest glut of apartments in the history of New York.
What could be causing such?
I don't know.
Because there's been this idea over the years that people in Manhattan put up with things like the rat urine smell to get to all the great places that were open and exciting. And some said that it was when they would close, people might leave the city. I kind of just thought they liked the rat urine. So I'm shocked by this.
Yeah, stunning.
Have the rats left? Maybe they've stopped urinating.
Yeah, well, the rats, I believe, have also moved out of New York. They're afraid of the streets at night. And some of the rat hotels that have been looted. But the city is acting to put new taxes on rats to keep them in place. And I'm sure that will...
Who?
I mean, I didn't see it. I didn't see it coming myself.
Sherlock.
Yesterday, Joe Biden, in a shocking interview, has come out and said he wants to mandate all Americans wear masks.
What? Really?
Yes.
He doesn't seem like the type of guy that would want to implement something like that nationwide from the federal government.
I have to tell you, I didn't see this one coming. I have not seen anything from the Democrats, from the left, that they might be draconian, that they might just implement federal laws that go against rights. You know what I mean? Just jam things down people's throat. I didn't see it coming.
I mean, so unlike them.
Pat, have you seen?
So unlike them. I'm flabbergasted. Is that still a word? Flabbergasted? I'm it, if it is.
Yeah, well, Joe Biden understands it.
Yes. Yeah,
he understands that word. He does. He's like, oh, that's one of those words. So now, some might say that this mandate by the President of the United States might be something that people would push against. Now, I don't see that coming. I think Americans will love the idea that the federal government tells you exactly what to do.
If they're patriotic, they will.
Yeah.
If they're patriots, they will.
Yeah. The way I think about it is that the mask is like a hug for your face.
Oh, that's nice.
You know?
I like that.
I think if you think of it that way, it's just really nice.
I like that.
Thank you.
That's
beautiful.
Really...
Beautiful.
I didn't see that one coming either, Stu. I didn't.
Sherlock.
Now there's a couple of things here that I need to get you guys on board, because I saw this one coming, and I'm no Sherlock Holmes. I saw this one coming, but you guys fans know the NBA ratings continue to be exceptionally low this month.
What?
Yeah, even though everybody has been saying, I just want sports back, apparently, for some reason, they're not watching sports.
Are they not enjoying the Black Lives Matter messages on the back of everybody's jerseys? Or the mural painted on the court? Because I love that stuff.
Me too. It's beautiful art.
Are they not enjoying perhaps the kneeling prior to during the national anthem and the in-your-face messages all day long about how bad white people are? Because I love that. Are others not liking it? Huh.
What?
I don't. They don't have. They don't have. They don't have a reason or an explanation yet on why.
It's hard to figure.
The NBA. It's very hard to figure. People are trapped at home, and they miss sports. But then you give the people what they want.
Yeah.
And they don't go. People are so fickle. They're just so fickle.
Yeah. I mean, especially when you give them sports with a heavy dose of politics, who wouldn't love that?
Right.
Who wouldn't?
Because I was afraid about watching sports because I was afraid I wouldn't get all the updates I needed on all the protests. And now I can get both at the same time.
Well, you're not getting the update on the protests. You're getting the explanation of the protests. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're getting what everybody's yearning for. Somebody that can put it into perspective.
Yeah.
Without all the hate.
Like when I was watching the Celtics game and they showed in the interview right after, they gave me a lengthy explanation of Angela Brown, the former person who was ran for vice president of the Communist Party USA and was on the federal, the FBI's 10 most wanted list because she supplied guns to a murderer.
Right.
I thought it was like, that sounds like great entertainment to me.
It sure does.
Is it not what others want?
Yeah.
How?
Yeah.
What?
So, Pat, obviously I haven't watched. I mean, poor Herschel Walker yesterday. I did a podcast with him, and I started with, I don't know jack about sport. I knew you won a Heisman Trophy, but I could describe the Heisman Trophy, but I don't know how you win or anything else. And he was just like, dear God, help me now. But anyway, I really am not watching these things like most Americans. Are they really putting phrases on the court like they threatened to do?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, on the back of the jerseys. Well, you got the Black Lives Matter on the court. Mm-hmm. The big mural like they put in the middle of the streets. It's not a mural. It's just big black block letters that say Black Lives Matter. A mural, I thought, was somewhat of a painting, if you will.
Yeah, that was my impression.
The definition of a mural has changed. But anyway, yeah, they've got all the things that...
This is just like a vinyl on the court that just says Black Lives Matter. That's different than a mural.
Right. It is different. I thought it was interesting because they're also doing the thing where they put the names on the back, like say Black Lives Matter. It's where the name normally would be, or things like say their names.
Yeah.
The one that I don't think worked very well was they've been putting how many more, and so unfortunately it comes right above the number. So like one guy I saw was number 14. It just said, how many more? 14. I was like, that seems like, why do you want 14 more many. Murdered? I want none.
Well, he may be making a prediction. He may be making a prediction.
There's going to be 14 more,
14.
and then we'll be all set.
What do you think? 14.
All right.
Right. So, and when you look at it that way, I mean, it's every life we lose is bad, but if it's 14 more and then it's done,
right? I mean,
we fixed it. That's it's optimistic. It's optimistic. One more thing, according to the Sports Journal, HBO's Hard Knocks premiered on Tuesday, and My Blaze TV show has more viewers, I think, than this did. I'm not kidding you.
That's amazing. I mean, I like watching Hard Knocks. I'm a huge NFL fan. Had no idea that it started already. I have no idea.
Yeah,
have you heard that?
I didn't know either. Mm-mm.
Oh, so you think that maybe this one is not due to everybody just being pissed at sports? It's just maybe people didn't know.
It's possible. I mean, it's possible.
I mean, we can't figure that. Look, we are absolutely not Sherlock Holmes. So we don't have all the answers. We don't have all the answers here. We're perplexed by these stories and so many others. But that wraps up today's edition of
No Sherlock.